Let's turn now to the state of education. The nation's report card is out, which serves as a national yardstick of student achievement for more than 50 years. Our own Eleni Dow is teaming up with data analyst Garrett Archer to show you how Arizona stacks up.
Glove. Glove. Take away g.
It's no secret COVID took a toll on education.
Kids who were getting into third grade were still having a hard time decoding. At that point, we expect that our students would be able to read fluently at a third grade level or at a second grade level and be able to construct sentences.
But that wasn't happening. Andrea Barrera says she saw students lack those literacy and problem-solving skills.
COVID put a lot of stress on our families, and it put a lot of stress on the education system in general.
Barrera works for the Cartwright School District. After 6 years of teaching, in 2021, she moved to the district level and now helps other teachers post-COVID.
We really needed to focus on intervening to support them.
Post-COVID, test scores show that Arizona is still slightly behind compared to the rest of the nation. My colleague Garrett Archer has a closer look inside the numbers.
So here is where we are at, Eleni. According to the national report card, Arizona students performed just under the national public school average. Fourth graders tested 3 points under the national average. Eighth graders, 2 points. That's for math. For other grades, we're closer to the national average for reading. The benchmark, only 1 point below in both grades. So check out this map. It's a state-by-state comparison to Arizona's assessment scores last year. In fourth grade math, Arizona received a score of 232. 23 states, mostly in the Midwest as well as the Northeast, had significantly higher scores. 22 states, they performed around the same level. And then 7 states, including D.C., had significantly lower math scores. So overall reading scores are more evenly distributed. Only 8 states, including our northern neighbors of Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado, had significantly higher scores. 6 states and D.C. had lower scores. Now, while we don't have this data for COVID-19 school years, though, we can look at scores from 2019 and compare them to 2022. And yes, there was a drop in performance, particularly in math. Math scores fell 6 points for fourth graders and 9 points for eighth graders. Back to you, Eleni.
Thanks, Garrett. While looking at those scores, districts are trying to do whatever they can to improve all of their academics for their students. In the Cartwright School District, they're planning on incorporating more STEM practices in every one of its schools.
STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math.
This is an opportunity for students to have that creative capability to approach a problem and break it apart and see how they can work to fix it.
Bringing up those test scores and improving a student's education is what it's all about. In Phoenix, Eleni Dow, ABC 15, Arizona.